We'll dance around it. I think
Okay.
it's a pretty good format. All right,
All
so
right.
everyone,
Cool.
welcome to Hasher Brown's birthday subathon lore quiz, brought to you by Golden Nova, where we get more out of your lore.
I
Now,
like it.
I see that you're a very dinosaur oriented person. I see that you love them very much. I do respect you like as a person as well, though. I know that you have more dimensions than just that. But that doesn't mean that we're not still also doing dinosaur stuff. Part one, dinosaur
Hey.
lore. Let's go.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Okay, so um, there's a lot of dinosaur archetypes out there, but for some reason, only very few of them actually show up in established lore. So I want to see if you know which one actually has a story built around it, which archetype has lore representation.
Okay, well, this one's an easy one to start off with. This one's got to be the Jurax, right? They're part of the dual terminal lore.
Jurax, yeah, I wanted to set you up pretty quickly on that one. The Jurax.
Yeah.
Sadly, they don't stick around for very long, as they die almost immediately after they show up in a very thematic way. But that's okay. They live on as the Neo Flamvel, so that's kind of half dinosaur.
That's true. That's true. But, they go out with a bang. So I think that's worth something, right?
Oh, absolutely. It is definitely the most dramatic way to end a storyline.
Oh, for sure.
Uh, I don't care if these ancient devils have come out of nowhere to oppress us. We took our ball and we're going home, and by ball, I mean giant meteorite.
We're freaking out of here, man. We're not dealing with this shit no more.
Okay,
What's the
let's
just quick question. What's the card
yeah.
that has um the like seconds before the Dirac meteor impact and all the fabled like running away?
It actually is just called Jurek Impact.
Oh.
So
Well,
you
there you
got it.
go.
Yeah, it is so unfair that the card that shows off the end of an era is also the goofiest. Like half of them have like these cartoon like uh-oh faces going on. It's not fair.
It's pretty great art though.
That is true. All right, question 2 for part 1. This question is this image is unrelated. Don't worry anything about that. Despite not having many dedicated archetypes, dinosaurs do sneak into a bunch of other archetypes. Can you figure out which of these 4 themes do not have a dinosaur? We've got Hazy
Uh
Flame, Ninja, Super Quants, and For Hire.
yeah, I think I know exactly this one actually. So
Mhm.
uh I don't know exactly which ninja is the dinosaur, but I know that there's a dinosaur ninja. Hazy Flame shoot. Is it like Hazy Flame Chimera or something is like a dinosaur? That might not be right, but I know that there's a dinosaur Hazy Flame. Um For Hire literally has Rex cargo for hire, and even though Super Quants have Luster Rex, which is a white Tyrannosaurus like Megazord type thing, that is a machine, so it's not a dinosaur. So I'm gonna go with the Super Quants.
Super Quant. That's it. That's the final one.
That's my final answer.
Answer. Yeah, you were exactly on point with the visuals we chose to do for that one. It is correct. Super Quants. You exactly went down what I was going to say about that one. So good job. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, let's go. Man, I love Super Quants though. They're so
Oh
cool.
yeah, that deck is so sick.
It's like
They
right down
should
my
make more of
alley.
those.
Yeah, they should. Where's the pink ranger? The pink
Yeah.
super quant. We need the women.
Where is my Super Quant Inzector crossover? We need the Power Rangers versus Kamen Rider
Yes.
battle right now.
You know what we really need? The
Mm.
best crossover event would be super quants, inzectors, and masked heroes.
Oh yes.
God, that'd be so good. The
Gimme,
the
gimme.
ultimate tokusatsu crossover archetype.
And then the kaijus are way in the back going, "Hey, what's up? We're over, right?" Gams is like, "Just let it go, man."
Yeah.
Kaiju was actually on here for like a hot second, being all like, "No, Dogeron is actually way too that's way too much of a giveaway. Ain't no way he's gonna fall for that."
Yeah, Dogeron's like he's supposed to be like the boss monster of the kaijus, right?
Yeah. Alrighty, let's go on to question number 3. Get my pulled up here. Alrighty. So Transcendosauruses are a dinosaur archetype that reimagines existing dinos into newer, deadlier forms. And all of these base designs have one thing in common. They're all based on level 6 normal monsters. Currently 5 exist. 3 of them have been adapted. Can you name either of the existing monsters in that category that could potentially become Transcendosauruses?
I definitely can, and that is because I play it in my current dino deck,
Uh-huh.
and that is Fire Opalhead.
Fire Opalhead. Okay, that's one of them, but do you know what the base answer is?
The based answer,
Yeah.
is it shoot, is it it's not Sword Arm of Dragon, is it?
It's exactly Sword Arm of Dragon,
Yeah!
baby!
Why is it
1750
called
attack,
Sword Arm of Dragon?
2030 defense.
Oh yeah, it's got some
I have
fucked up stats. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm so upset that that was not one. Like, they made a Link monster for him just now based on nothing, which was a coward move. You have this right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what's the deal with Exoraptor? He's
I
there maybe that means that there's going to be a new normal level 6 dinosaur coming later, which is the
Ooh.
de-evolved form of Exoraptor.
I wouldn't say no to that. It's already they gave it the Brachydios color scheme for all my Monster Hunter fans out there. I don't know why, but that instantly put me in a tailspin. I need it right now. Do you know anything about Monster Hunter?
Uh you know what? I actually don't know a whole lot, but I did get gifted the game very recently, and I'm probably going to be trying it out pretty soon. And I'm kind of hyped because
Oh,
I've always wanted to try it out.
oh, I think you'll have a fantastic time.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. But you know what Transcend Drakes need? We need a ritual level 6 dino. That's what we
Yo,
need. So maybe
well,
the ritual sword arm of dragon or something.
that
Or
makes a lot of sense.
maybe it would have to be like a level 12 ritual or something.
Hmm. Oh, then we can fuse Sword Arm of Dragon with Fire Opalhead.
Yeah. That would be
All right.
amazing.
Alrighty. You're crushing it so far. Let's see if we can't throw you off the scent here with our next one. All right. So Dino Wrestlers are an archetype used by Go Onizuka in Vrains during the latter half of that series. Each one exemplifies a different martial arts style. But do you know which of these ones are not represented by a Dino Wrestler? We've got Capoeira, we've got Muay Thai, Savat, and Vale Tudo.
Huh. Hmm. Well, I know it's not capoeira because there's Capoeiraptor as one of the dino wrestlers. Um Shoot, I wish I knew the dino wrestlers a little better.
I finally found the chink in your dino knowledge armor.
Oh no. Shoot. I know there's definitely Capoeiraptor. Um Pancratops. uh and then there's like um there's like the pterodactyl one, which I can't remember the name of. Oh no. This one's gonna stump
That could
me.
be one of these. Could
It,
be.
it could be. It could be.
Yeah.
It could be any of them. I think I'm like reaching the like edges of my brain space. I'm pretty sure there's a Spinosavate, so I don't think it's that. So I'm gonna 50-50 the other two. And I think I'm gonna have to go with Valetudo or Valetudo because I think Muay Thai is a little bit too known for them not to have made a Muay Thai one. So yeah, final answer, the last one, the bottom right, however you pronounce it.
Okay, final answer is Vale Tudo. Um, so actually, it is Mai Tai that they have not
Oh,
made a
really?
monster for. Vale
Dang.
Tudo is represented by Valeonics. But that was pretty good. We're actually looking at Giga Savat right now, so fair play on
Oh.
that one.
Yeah, see, I know that this is the synchro, but I've literally never summoned this guy in my life, so
Yeah, which is weird because I remember him being really good. It's just it's not built to actually synchro summon.
yeah, like it's a couple of years ago, I think it was like almost good enough as a level 8 synchro, but Borload Savage existed, so
Yeah, yeah, fair. Why would you ever pick anything else?
yeah, exactly.
I guess my question is, why did they give Go a synchro monster? They gave him a synchro and a fusion.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't just like make an evolution of the Gokis, to be fair. Like as much as I love dinos, dino wrestlers were 100% a step down from Goki.
Oh yeah, for sure. New archetype shows up, makes meta-defining Pancratops, refuses to elaborate, leaves.
Yep. That's how it goes.
Alrighty, last one for dinos.
Okay,
Let's see if
I'm
we
ready.
don't know high now here. Okay, so we may know these as the Dinomorphias in the TCG, but in the OCG they're called the Dinorphias. This is a portmanteau of surprise, dinosaur, as well as the amino acid peptide dinorphin. Uh, do you know what purpose dinorphin serves?
You know what? I think this one's gonna stump me. What purpose does the peptide dinorphin serve? Does it help with digestion in some way?
Digestion. Oh, that could be it. You sure about that?
No, absolutely not. But it's the only thing I can. The only thing I'm going off of here is that peptide sounds like Pepto Bismol, so it's got to be something digestive, right? Maybe, I don't know.
Hmm,
Who knows?
maybe.
You do.
Do you want a hint for this one? I might know this one. Do you want a little hint? Maybe we can put you on the right path.
All right, go for it.
Okay, it ties in to one of the primary functions of the cards. It ties into the actual mechanics.
Uh, it shaves away your life force.
Okay, yeah, that was kind of a 50-50 on that one. Dinorphin is a peptide that actually contributes to pain relief, which is reflected by the trap cards in graveyard, giving you the ability to ignore damage once you reach a certain point.
Oh, that's so cool, actually. Okay.
It's kind of wild. There's also like I always thought it was like morphing dinos, but there was some sources that said that dinomorphia is actually referencing morphine, which is kind of in the similar trend. So I thought that was really cool.
Oh. Yeah, and I can see the end of is that the end of Diplos's tail looks like a needle, kind of.
Yeah, it's got a big old stinger.
Yeah. Okay. That's so interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool little piece of real life info that kind of snuck in there. So pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it's not obvious either.
No, no, absolutely. This
Especially
was
not with the English name. Like the English name definitely looks like it's just dino and morph. Like they morph into dinos. Yeah. It's
yeah,
pretty simple, right?
and all the Dino Thunder references everyone keeps making isn't helping with that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They are not beating the oh man, what's the ranger that everyone loves? The one that was also in Dino Thunder, but was part of the original team.
The Green Ranger,
Yeah,
Tommy.
the Green Ranger. Yeah, yeah, they're not beating the Tommy allegations on this one. Alrighty. So we got 3 out of 5 on that one. That was really good. Especially since those were all the ones that were pretty reasonable to know before I started throwing the curveballs out there. But maybe we can get some more when we enter some more well-known lore with the World Legacy.
Ooh, okay. I'm ready.
Alrighty. So, for those of you who don't know, the world legacies are mighty constructs that scattered across the planet, bestowing power and knowledge to all who wield them. But do you have the wisdom to name all of the machine type world legacy monsters in order of their release?
Oh, now we're going in order now? Ooh, I don't know about that.
Mhm.
Okay. So the World Chalice is the first one. So that's because yeah, that's where the story starts.
Yeah, that's probably not a big game.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Um. Then Oh my god, I'm gonna fail at this first one for sure.
Let's walk
so
through the story. What happens after World Chalice?
so they go find the crawlers, which I think is world armor. I think.
They definitely go see the crawlers after that. That is true.
Okay, so it's not world armor then.
I'm not saying
Um.
that either. I don't want to give it away.
Okay. Well, I know that there is the world armor, and then oh my god, I don't even know if I know all seven of them like anyway. Let's see. There's Chalice, there's the world armor, there's the world spear, the world wand, the world crown, the that's the only ones I can think of. There's the freaking the green box, but I don't know the name of it.
Oh yeah, that's the arc.
The world arc. Yeah, okay. I think that's the last one. I think. Um the world gun.
The
Yeah.
world gun.
Imagine if they had the power of the world gun. Story would have been over straight away.
Way different.
Um Oh, but then there's the world key. Does that count as like one of the seven? Because that
Uh,
happens after the story's over, right?
I am counting the key. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. All right. So I think it's the world chalice, world armor, world spear. No, the spear doesn't come until later because that's isn't that the thing that Dingersu uses? Oh man. Okay.
The one that Ding, like that he uses, or the one that he drops from orbit, or
I
are you
guess it
thinking
would.
those are the same thing?
I
Because there's the
think
wand. The wand is the one that's in space.
right. Yeah. Wait, is the world spear even the one that Dingirsu uses, or is that just like a
Uh,
spear that Longirsu made?
I do believe he doesn't ever actually use it.
Okay, I feel like I'm definitely missing one.
What are
Wait,
those we've named off so far? You said chalice. You said
chalice
armor.
armor, spear, wand, crown, arc. Yeah, I'm
And
definitely
key.
missing one. Oh, and key. Well, that is seven.
That's 7, but key's like the 8th one, so there is one we're missing.
Yeah, key's like the final one for sure. Oh man, I don't I don't even know. Like I feel like I am missing whichever one the crawlers are a part of. I just I just can't
Um,
remember.
no, you are right on that one. To help with the direct the brain space in the right direction. The crawlers are on the armor, so those two are connected.
Okay. Uh yeah, I've definitely like completely forgotten one. So I think it's going off of the ones that I have, I think it's chalice, armor, spear, crown. No, I think it's crown, then spear, then wand, then arc, and then key. But I'm sure I missed one. I think there's one in between armor and spear. But I can't remember what it is. I think that's gotta be my best answer.
Now, if it's between armor and spear, would that mean that you wanted to swap lance and crown around to make it so that's crown is after lance?
Oh, right. I did say that crown. Yeah, I think it's crown before lance. And then there's just something in between armor and crown. Yeah, I think so. Oh, yo, hello, Hadling Hatoru. Thank you for the raid, my friend. How you doing? Welcome in. I got Golden Nova Yugioh with me today as part of day 3 of my subathon, my birthday subathon, and we're doing a Yu-Gi-Oh lore quiz right now.
I am torturing him with eldritch knowledge.
Yeah, buckle in if you want to test your knowledge and also watch me suffer and get all the answers wrong. That's probably what's going to happen.
Oh, you've been doing good. You got some really good ones.
I've been doing okay.
Yeah.
So
at this point, though, I do have some disappointing news for you.
Yeah, I know I got this one pretty wrong.
Okay, so we were good for a bit. So chalice and armor, that was good.
Oh, there was shield. That's the one I forgot.
And then lance, and then crown. And then wand arc key was all correct. So it was just that one little space right in the center that got all goofed up.
Dang. All right, well, it was close. It was all right, I guess.
Hey, I'm just glad that you picked up on the little trick part of the trick question with getting the key involved in there. I thought I was being a little rude on that one.
Yeah, because I was just like, wait, but there's definitely 8 of them, right? Because the key is like the combination of everything at the end, right? Or is that what it is? Maybe it's
like
wrong.
It has that staff the entire time, which is like the authority key that gives her access to all of the ancient world stuff.
Right.
Before Avram F's off, he transforms that into the sword so that it can't be used again for its original purpose. And now she goes around fighting people with it. You know, like you do.
Like you would do, yeah.
Alrighty, let's move on to question number 2, now that we've got the world legacy juices a-flowing. Speaking of these, except for Key, the world legacies undergo a dramatic change near the end of the story, transforming it into an entirely different archetype, or a series, depending on who you ask. What is the name that these new cards go under?
Oh, these are the Guard Dragons.
That is correct. The Guard Dragons. After the World Wand runs into the planet, cracking it open and letting the powers of darkness seethe out, the World Legacies transform into dragons.
Yeah, and this one is called Argapane.
The one that everyone despises.
Yeah, this was the first one to be banned, right?
I believe so. And then they went after I think Pisty is the one.
Pisty is the one that's still legal. It's LP is the other one that's banned.
Oh, okay.
And then the main deck ones are ass, so no one's even ever heard of them.
Yeah, that's the thing that's the weird debates that crop up every once in a while. Like, people will be all like, Guard Dragon's not an archetype because none of the cards reference each other. And it does kind of suck because they all just refer to normal dragons when half of them are not normal dragons. And that's just an argument that is ingrained every time I think about Guard Dragons. It's very funny.
Yeah. Oh, I just my model just disappeared. Hang on, give me a second.
Get back here, buddy.
There we go. We're back.
All right. Look, I know Agripane is scary. He's not that scary. He's gone now. He can't hurt you.
He's fine. He's locked away. He's gone to jail.
Alrighty. So, question number 3. The Mech Knights are the ominous figures that strike fear into the residents of the world. But as a group of machines, someone had to make them. Who made them?
It was the Crusadia group, which had Ib was like part of the Crusadia group. I think it's Crusadia something, but it was a group of scientists in the far past, and they made the Mech Knight of the Morning Star, and it freaking destroyed the world pretty much.
Yeah, 100% you were on this. So, for those of you who don't know, Crusadia was the name of the ancient scientists, of which Avram used that name to name his new organization in current time after he had all the knowledge of the past downloaded into his head. So, you can see all of them here, including Evil Traitor Fairy Lady.
Yeah. Who are
Thanks,
the rest of
lady.
them? Are they related in any way to anyone, or are they just like randos?
I think the idea is that they're technically randos, but each one is a member of the different races that we see in Crusadia. So it's like continuing that legacy of the
Oh,
world, perhaps.
yeah, I guess yeah, because the dude in the middle is just like a dude. The bottom left is like an elf lady, like Arborea.
Hmm.
The little one is like I guess like a dwarf, or that kind of style of fantasy creature like Reclusia, and then there's like a furry like Regulus.
Like furries.
Yeah.
They're just like you and me. You don't have to put them in a separate race, okay? But yeah, no, that's the parallels that they're drawing with this one, which once again, just a really cool moment that's so difficult to learn about if you don't have access to any of the actual material. Thank you, localizers. And
Hooray.
also thank you, Master for finally making that more widespread.
Yeah, I loved the World Legacy solo mode.
That's like the only good solo mode for lore they've done so far. All the stuff for dual terminal is pretty lacking, but they did do a good job on the World Legacy stuff. That was pretty cash.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Alrighty, let's go to question number 4. So a lot of death happens in the World Legacy story, like a lot. But there's also a lot of rebirth that happens too, except for one character. Which of these have never had to go through the cycle of death and rebirth? We've got Girsu, Ib, Lee, and Imduk.
Um so I'm well, Imduk dies, and that's like the catalyst for the guard dragons, I think, or something happens with the guard dragons with Imduk dying. I can't remember what. Ib literally like stabs herself and dies, and yeah. uh Lee, it has been like long dead, and then like reincarnates as like the fairy or something, right? So I'm guessing like it makes sense, like Girsu doesn't ever die, right? So like he he's like part of the group in like the first part, and then when Ib dies, Girsu like fucks off for a while and builds like the Orcust bit. Um but he doesn't ever like go down, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think it must be Girsu.
Yeah, despite turning into an android guy by the end of the story, Girsu never actually dies. I mean, he has the whole character turning to darkness arc, but never actually like dies for it. But yeah, everyone else in some form or another gets offed and then is also brought back by the powers of Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah,
So a good
yeah.
one, good deductive reasoning on that one.
And then he gets to live with the spirit of Galatea.
Yeah. Arguably on that list, you could say that Ib should have been on there twice since Galatea is like the spirit clone of Eve. So yeah, now I guess to
Yeah.
have a little spirit sister the entire time. I want that helmet. That looks too cool to just
if
only be in.
I think if anyone ever like musters up the metal to cosplay Girsu the Orcus Mech Knight, that'd go so hard.
Oh my god, it'll be so over for all of us. It'll be everywhere. If they go to like a regional or a YCS, they're just gonna win. No one's gonna be able to duel in the vicinity of such concentrated swag.
God, it'd be so good.
So good.
We should put a bounty out. Someone do it.
Oh, yes, yes. I'm putting up $500,000 right now, and this is all parody, so we all understand this right now.
Is Gearsu just a smaller ding, or is Gearsu just Gearsu without the robot horse?
Gearsu is smaller ding. If I read it literally, which I know is a dangerous thing to do when it comes to any translated lore stuff, but it just sounds like he used the Orchest parts to make a giant machine. And the only thing that really supports that is when you see the counter trap card where it's like attacking Idli, the spear is like a separate thing from Gearsu. So I think it's just a different construct altogether.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alrighty, last world legacy one. Let's go ahead and round this out with a big one. So the world gears of theological demiurgy is a machine awakened by the antagonist Lee in an attempt to seize divine power. It is one of the core puzzle pieces that links World Legacy with other lores, specifically Dual Terminal. But when Aram interfaces with it during the finale of the story, he learns a shocking truth. What is the program at the heart of the World Gears that makes it so formidable?
Uh, it's is it the Sophia thing?
It's close. It's related to Sophia in a way.
Uh, the I'm rusty on this. I know that it's supposed to be related to the Cleforts. Is that it?
Yeah, so yeah, there's a bunch of Cleafort stuff around there, and the thing that we learn about it kind of recontextualizes the Cleaforts in a very fun way.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm stumped on this one.
Alrighty, so the what he finds out is that the World Gears isn't just a tool that is used by the wielder of like the Authority program. It literally turns whatever is attached into it into the creature, like the god creatures. It is an engine that creates things like Sophia, like Tierra, and something called the Apotheosis program.
Oh,
It's described as like the proto form of gods. So what we're seeing here isn't just like the servants of the big deities. It is potentially a seed that could be in any potential lore that can turn things into the star goddesses. It's fucking wild.
wow. And then that's how Avita comes to be.
Yeah, he interfaces that, talks with Lee. She stands down. He turns into a Vita using this, and then once again just f's off into the infinite void of realities.
And like kind of resets the world in a way, right?
All the planet being on the verge of destruction after it was hit by an orbital missile, all the death and destruction wrought by Idli after they went berserk. We'll just control Z that. It's all fixed. We're fine.
Yeah, not a problem.
Whatever. It's all good. It's all cool.
Yeah.
And then when the Cliffords show up later, it's like, man, I wish we could make a new god out of all this, but nope. I guess we're just serving this dead one. All right. So, who wants to play solitaire while we wait for the Shaddolls to show up? Alrighty, and I do like that as a lead-in because next up we have part 3, Dual Terminal Lore!
Let's go.
Ooh. Alrighty. So we actually just got a whole new batch of information thanks to the Terminal World Packs showing up. So I wanted to put the spotlight on those ones because these are really cool. So the ice barriers previously I only thought had worked with X Sabers beforehand. If you've been paying attention, all of you at home, you would see that in the structure deck they released Wayne, General of the
Mm-hmm.
Ice Barrier. So that was a really cool inclusion. But they've included another member from a different tribe in these packs, Georgius, which is just the best name, Swordsman of the Ice Barrier, and they look a little familiar to someone, and they do share some stats with another existing Mist Valley. Uh, who is Georgius potentially their real identity, or who they're potentially related to
I
because of those related
believe,
stats?
I think this one is Mist Valley Falcon.
That is so right. It is Mist Valley Falcon. While Georgius is a water level 6 tuner, for some reason, they both have 2000 attack, 1200 defense.
Hmm. That's interesting. Well, it looks like Mist Valley Falcon is just a younger version of Georgius. So
Yeah,
you gain levels as you age, I suppose.
I suppose so. What gets my goat about this is that all the Ice Barrier cards feel like prequel cards. So the idea of Falcon being an older version of Georgius just is once again one of those things that just rubs all of the things that I know the wrong way, but I can't unprove it definitively. And it's but
I mean, maybe Mist Valley Falcon is Georgius's like son or like relative or something.
talking over you.
Sorry,
Oh, I
what did
can't
you
hear
say?
you. That's the problem. I think Discord cut out for a second.
Oh, okay. I was just saying that maybe Mist Valley Falcon is Georgius's son or something like that, or a relative, like a younger
That
relative.
that's the line that I'm going on. But I don't want to editorialize here and say that's like definitively is one way or the other. But that's my theory right now.
Hmm. Okay. Maybe they're
Alrighty.
broskies. True.
They could just be broskies. Alrighty, number 2. Let's go ahead and talk about some Gen X stuff.
That doesn't look like a Gen X.
Oh, and it's funny that you mentioned that because the big synchro monster does not look like a Gen X. It in fact looks like Ally of Justice Decisive Armor, the big boss guy at the end of the Worm arc.
Uh huh.
Um but it's actually not entirely Decisive Armor. It's actually the combination of two Ally of Justice synchro monsters. Do you happen to know what the other half of Return Zero is?
Uh, Let me think. What are the other Ally of Justice synchros? It's not Catastor because Catastor gets like stomped by Thunderlord. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, sad but
Uh,
true. Sad but true.
yeah. And then it's not Light Gazer. I'm pretty sure because Light Gazer is he's I think Light Gazer looks different to this. So I think it must be the Field Marshal. Is that right?
That is correct. The other half of Return Zero is Field Marshal. Uh,
Yeah.
cool thing I found out while making the episode for it, the reason why you can put that together is if you cut the attack and defense stats of both of those synchros in half and then combine them, you get Return Zero stats.
Oh, well, there you go. It's two
Also,
halves that make a whole.
yeah. Also, both of them were piloted by different Gen X controllers. Decisive Armor was the base controller, and then Field Marshal was piloted by Gen X Spare. And that's kind of where we get that new broken Link monster because Spare had to be left behind, and so this is the version of it where they finally fixed it. So cool stuff.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on one second. Hold on.
Whoa, hey,
Anonymous. Thank you so much for the $100 tip. Let's go.
incredible.
Wow. Thank you so much. Okay, hang on. I need to add 100 minutes to
No,
the
yeah,
timer,
take that time, Anonymous. Hearts out to you. Good job.
which is 100 times 60, 6,000 seconds. That's crazy. You have to add seconds, not minutes, to the timer. Oh my god, that takes us up to just under 1 hour 50. Let's go. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right.
Hell
That's
yeah.
good because I have approximately 812 more questions left, so that should roughly get us through this.
That should take us up to the end.
Yeah, just about. Okay, so once again, big thank you, Anonymous. Huge on that one, and congrats for getting this one correct. Let's move on to the next one.
Let's go.
So, um, so we got 4 new themes that showed up in the Terminal World packs, which was very cool. No X-Saber stuff, but it's fine. We'll wait till later. However, a secret 5th dual terminal archetype snuck in here and got a little bit of screen time. What is the 5th archetype that just kind of decided to show up in the Ritual Beast support?
I'm guessing the dragon is a little bit of a hint here. Is it the Yangzing?
It is the Yang Zing. The new fusion monster is a worm type, and we can see the purified version of Teote, Shadow of the Yang Zing, which, to my knowledge, we've never seen without the Shadal corruption. So this is like the real them, which I thought was pretty neat.
That is pretty cool. Which
Yeah.
one is Teote?
Teote it's a level 5 one. It almost never sees play. Because there's the level 2 Jiaotou, I believe, that summons the 2 Yang Zings if you discard 2 cards. And that one like turns into Yazi, but Teote we hardly ever see.
Oh wait, I think it's level 5, right? I remember
Yeah.
it from Duel Links. I think it was a one of in the Yangzing Duel Links deck.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it did see
Oh.
some play in some form of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, hey, see now I'm learning some stuff. This is good for everyone.
I think I don't mean to correct you here, but I think it's
Please.
pronounced Taotie.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Taotie.
Yeah.
Oh no, thank you. I appreciate it. My pronunciation. I learned how to pronounce them one time making the video, and then just glance right off the brain. So thank you.
I might be wrong. I know that Amani-chan is like really big on like pronunciation, so maybe she's got the right answer, the definitive answer.
Oh yeah, and I don't want to let Emily down.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of people here who I'm okay disappointing. That's fine. Not Emily. They're too precious to this community. They put in too much work.
Oh, for sure. Lemon, please do not try to piss off my guest.
Yeah, come on, dude. Come on, man. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, focused. I'm not going off the chain here. Let's talk about Infernoids.
Oh, let's.
So, Flood here seems to be the new antagonist, but they're looking a little familiar. Who is Flood referencing in this photo?
It does look a little familiar, but I don't know if I've got the answer.
Specifically, it's another Infernoid monster. I should have clarified. But it is one of them that it's referencing.
I mean, I guess the answer is just Tierra.
Okay, is that it that we're going with?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know many of the other names. I know like Sitesimus, and that's about it. Infernoid Decatron, the tuner. I know that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I don't think it looks like Decatron. So
yeah, in your defense, it does have a lot more accoutrements than Decatron does. So I think you're onto something here. Yeah, I am pulling your leg on this one for comedic effect. It is Infernoid Tierra that this thing is referencing,
Let's go.
Is bad news for everyone if Tierra is showing up again in some other kind of form, because they don't really have the Zephyra to deal with this anymore.
Yeah, but is that what's is that what's happening? Is this a sequel arc or is this a prequel arc?
So the way I think about it is we see in the picture of, I think it's the new spell card, Infernoid Barrier, there's Flood coming out of the ground, and the thing that's watching it is the new Lana, like riding the new fusion spell. So the only way that really works is if it's current day, because she's older in that picture. So we know
True,
that
and
time has progressed.
I guess that must mean that Georges is just Falcon but grown up a little. If we're to like extrapolate from that.
It could, and that's what ruins the part that's like or ruins my theories anyway, that there's like multiple timelines being shown, or multiple viewpoints rather being shown in the pack, like the ice barrier stuff being the past and this stuff being the future stuff. But if it's all future stuff, then yeah, it would likely mean that Georges is grown up Falcon.
Huh. That would be kind of interesting because, like, why do we need an ice barrier still? Is there another dragon that they're keeping in a prison?
Well, oh no, I'm spiraling
Oh
because
no.
they released that other synchro for the ice barriers, like what, Lancius, the
Oh,
primordial dragon spirit or something,
right. I
which has
forgot they
all
did
like
bring
the
that out.
pieces of the different ones. So it's like, oh my god, what is going on here? What are you? It's why I feel like it's one of those things where it's a past and future slash present kind of viewpoint, but that feels like a lot more complicated storytelling than they're already trying to do without any words. So maybe I'm just reaching, but yeah, some goofy stuff is definitely going down. And they're all in trouble.
No, for sure. I can't wait to find out.
I want to
I
know.
I wonder, like, is this going to be like a one-of pack and they're just going to leave it on a cliffhanger, or is this going to be like a regular thing? Are we going to see more dual terminal support, like once or
I
twice a year, maybe? Fingers
I haven't
crossed.
seen any confirmations of it, but the pack code is TW01. So go look out for
Ooh,
TW02 in summer 2024, hopefully, because it would be really cool to have like a dedicated lore pack. That would just butter my biscuits.
that would be great.
Alrighty. So this is the part that I am sad that we have to get to, especially because Lemon did just show up.
Okay.
So I knew I wasn't walking out of this whole lore quiz thing without talking about Zephyr Metaltron and about how I despise its existence for not being explained. But you know what, wise people? How about I turn it back on you? I've already explained that this is based on Metaltron 12, the True Drake combatant. But who is the True Drake combatant a continuation of? This is how far back I want to check to see if you actually know this before you start throwing some goofiness my way.
Oh no. The true Drake combatant. Uh,
Yeah,
what?
so
Huh.
in the Draco Slayer stuff, there's like there's of course the true Draco slaying king, the one that everyone makes fun of for true
Right.
Dracos playing. But
Of
then there was
course.
like the one with 3,000 attack and defense. That was like the true Drake combatant. But that one is an evolved version of another person from the Draco Slayer storyline. So we're gonna see if you know who that one is.
Er, is it D- Dreeth the Third or whatever his name is?
The true Draco that just doesn't fit in anything.
Yeah.
God, that would have been so good if they had actually found a room for Dreeth so that he made sense. No, it is Crystron Quarian Gandrix.
Oh, of
What a
course it
big
is.
mouthful that is. Yeah, you can see all the little crystals in there. The armor is all pretty gold and stuff. It's now it is also made up of a bunch of other stuff, like they're carrying like Zodiac weapons and they've got Metal Foes armor, but like the core of it is Quarian Gandrix.
That's so cool. I love Quarion
Hell yeah.
Gandrax.
And my favorite part about playing it is having to say Quarian Gandrix every time that Quarian Gandrix is summoned Quarian
True. That name goes hard. Quarion Gandrax. That just it has
Whoa.
power to it.
Yeah, it's like it goes downbeat on the first couple syllables, and then the Gandrix shows up. Ooh, chills every time.
And he's one of the few synchro monsters that requires multiple tuners.
Yeah, this would be a Jack Atlas card if only we were so lucky.
If only he was a dark dragon monster instead of a water Machine, I think.
Yeah, right on the money. Water
Okay.
machine. Alrighty, okay. I've paid my dues. We've done the Zephyr Metaltron bit. Let's go on to the actual only lore that actually matters. It's Albaz lore time.
Let's go, baby.
And we actually had a recent event that I get to talk about that we might all be familiar with. So, a couple days ago on Twitter, everyone was losing their minds because Master Duel made an update where they released the branded Fusion wallpaper, and
Uh-huh.
it mentioned Dragon Alchemy, something that Aluber was using, which is connected to some specific cards. Dragon Alchemy isn't just something they put into some descriptive text on Master Duel. It actually shows up on two vanilla monsters in the game. Uh, do you know either of them?
One is uh Master Pendulum, and the other one is what's he called? Vector Pendulum.
You are so right. It is both Master Pendulum and Vector Pendulum, which means that unless all the haters are correct and they just randomly put words together just to spite me specifically, Albaz now has a direct connection to the Draco Slayer storyline, which itself has a direct connection thanks to Zephyr Metaltron to Dual Terminal. It's all the same place, folks. It's an infinite cycle going on and on. And I couldn't be happier. This is fantastic.
Man, if it turns out that it's all interconnected like that, that would be the coolest way for them to like acknowledge that people really care about the card lore, you know?
I would have to retire from this game and this career for how happy I am. It's reached its apotheosis. It is never going to be more peak than it is right now. I will be satisfied. We will have left the world of lore a better place than it was.
Yeah, and I heard that there's like a theory about how the bestials, there's some lore about the bestials saying that they are like forgotten like kings from beyond the void or something, and there's four bestials and there's four true king monsters.
Oh yeah, I think Scarlon was telling me that a little while ago. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. I mean, dragons are just worms that haven't grown into their power yet, and the bestials are described as like shadows of their former selves. So, hmm,
Yeah, yeah, it could be.
they're level 6. The true kings are level 9. That's divisible by 3. That's a good enough connection, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Yeah, there's actually Lemon says there's actually seven bestials. Yeah, okay, but the other three are Lubellian, Alba Loss, and Aluber, which they don't count. We're talking about the level 6 bestials right now, which there are four of.
Yeah. Nerd. Come on. It's actually counting the bestials. Get it together. Only you and Joshua Schmidt would ever think
Wait,
that anything else is
actually,
a
there's
bestial.
8 because there's Dispater as well.
Oh, there is. That's true.
So you're wrong, and you're a nerd.
Yeah, take that. You citrus scented son of a gun. Alrighty. With that incredible insult out of the way, let's move on to question number 2. So, the Supreme Sovereign Serpent of Golgonda just kind of comes out of nowhere, doesn't he?
He kind
Like,
of
just
does, yeah.
shows up, fights Albaz, Kit, the Springans, all of that, and then just kind of disappears until the finale. But what if I told you that this serpent actually belonged to an archetype before this one, before the events of the story even happened?
Oh,
Who does the Sovereign Serpent of Golgonda belong to? Or did
mm,
belong to, rather?
well, I mean, the word sovereign does kind of like make a little bit of a connection to Sword Soul. So is and I know that that it does combine with a certain Sword Soul later on in the story. So I'm guessing it's Longyuan.
Yeah, Longyuan is the one that they combine with during the end of the story. So yeah, that's the two.
Yeah, it is the Serpent of Golconda a sword soul in some way?
That is correct.
Hey.
And the reason that you knew that, based on the sovereign thing, is just one of those reasons why you can never say that they just decided to use a word and it doesn't mean anything. Like everything is there for a purpose. In
Yeah,
fact,
it's literally the sovereign serpent, which is like what else would you call like a king of worms, right?
except for that, exactly.
Yeah.
So fun fact, the reason that he's called sovereign is because he was actually the leader of the Sword Soul before Chunging showed up and kicked him out because he was an asshole.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. It's also partially why Long Yun and them get together during the end because they both have the same kind of,
They both
drive
want to
for
get back at
power.
Ching.
Yeah, they looked at each other and went, I can make him worse. And then they came together and it did make things worse.
They did. They definitely didn't make it easier. That's for sure.
Nar, nar, nar. Alrighty, number 30. Speaking of Sword Soul, no one can deny how skilled they are in battle, but to use their signature technique, they need special swords in which to channel their souls. What archetype do they rely on to make these mystical blades?
Oh, this is an easy one. That's the Ice Jades. Next question.
All right, okay, buddy. Lots of energy on that one, but yeah, the Ice Jades are the archetype they work with. They actually live underneath the Sword Soul Summit. They have a little relationship where they make the swords and the Sword Souls protect them. Just don't ask what the blades are actually made of.
Okay, I won't.
All right, cool. Anyway, number 4.
Oh
During the
God.
final battle, yeah, white god jump scare on this one. During the final battle, Maximus absorbs so much power from the holes that they ascend into the creature Albazoa. But if that horrid transformation wasn't enough, they actually transform again into the bestial Dispater. This is explained as Maximus looking to reach even greater heights, but how in the heck do they initiate this transformation?
Ooh. Um. I don't think I know this one.
Yeah, not so easy now, is it, huh?
Well, some of them are easier, some of them are harder. Uh. Yeah. They. I. I actually don't know.
Hey, no, that's honestly really fair. When I was making stuff for this, I just assumed that Dispater would be the eventual endpoint of absorbing the power of the holes. No, he just eats them. Like
He
he
just
just
eats
takes them
them.
and snacks on them. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah,
And
I
then
guess
that
that would do it.
changes him into this body. It's one of the funniest things to read about it, being so mad that you aren't just immediately God that you just start eating things.
But he gets weaker because of it, right?
Yeah, it's literally a downgrade. He's no longer like because like if we look at the mechanics, he no longer gains protection from extra deck monsters in this form. So
Yeah.
technically that makes him more vulnerable to things like Lulu Lilith and the new Albion. Not that they
And
have effects that would actually deal with it, but you know.
well, true, yeah, but he's also 2 levels lower.
Yep.
So
So
get wrecked, bozo, I guess.
yeah. Oh wow, it looks like absolute power corrupts absolutely, idiot. How about you feast a little bit on the undefeatable spirit of humanity and friendship, huh? You stupid bastard.
I do not
Alrighty.
like him. He's gross.
Just man. Just just things where there should not be things. It's very unfortunate. Let's get out of here as soon as possible. Question 5. By the end of this chapter, Maximus has been well and truly dealt with, but our other antagonist, Aluber, is nowhere to be found, having been spirited away to someplace else. Where did they run off to at the conclusion of this chapter?
Uh I think he's just on the other side of the hole, and he's sitting in
Uh,
a chair.
he is in a chair. It
He's
is
just sitting
assumed
there.
he's on the other side of the hole, but the lore booklets do name drop the location he's actually found himself in.
Oh, I do not know the name. Someone says Sweden. Shadow
Good. Now
Realm?
that
No, I'm sending you to Sweden.
I've ah, yes, good. Now that I've transferred all of my brand energy to offshore Swiss bank accounts, Albaz will have nothing to do to defeat me. um, but no, sadly, Sweden does not get tied into the lore here. They have found themselves in the capital city of Golganuza.
Oh, Golganuza, huh? A little similar to
Golganuza.
Golgonda, huh? Right, right,
Uh-huh.
right.
That's kind of the thought process, because another piece of info that we learn is that Golgonda is a place where a bunch of stuff from the holes just gets dropped off and no one deals with it. So Golganuza could be what's on the other end if you access it from the desert, because that's where the final battle took place.
Oh,
Um,
true.
Golganuza is also another nod towards the fact that a lot of this bit is based on the William Blake Zoa mythology, because that is one of the big cities that is written about, a big mystical place. Um, it's like mystical London, if I remember it correctly. So now he's with the British people, and
Oh
there couldn't be anything
no,
more evil than that.
that's very evil.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move on to that's all our Albaz stuff. Very fun. Now we have, I think, this is our last one. This is part 5. Our last lore that we're going to be covering. It's Visas time, folks.
Of course, it would have to be.
It's gotta be Visas. Um, so something that gets on my nerves is that a lot of people are saying that the Visas lore is over. You know, but if you've been paying attention and you know enough about the backstory, you'll know that there's supposed to be 6 emotions and 6 planets that we have to go after, but we've only seen 4. Um, Asher, do you happen to know either of the 2 emotions that we haven't had in contact with yet?
Would it be the human emotion of friendship?
Ooh, that is the Monodium one. But we'll give that's a freebie. We'll give you another chance.
Wait, is Monodium actually friendship? I thought it was just happiness.
Okay, yeah, joy. It's like the positive reinforcing spirits.
Yeah. Is well, let's see. Thinking of the Disney movie Disgust.
Yeah, disgust is one of them. Surprise and disgust are the 2 that we haven't gotten to see yet. I'm looking forward to the flip archetype from the Visas lore doing the surprise stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, what if the surprise Visas archetype has a Bikuri box tie-in?
Um, no, no.
Yeah, like a Bikuri box. Anyone remember that old fusion monster with like no lore tie-ins? I think it's time.
Asher, I think you might be yanking my chain a little bit.
I mean, it could happen. For anyone who doesn't get the joke, the Japanese word bikuri is surprise. That's literally it's literally surprise box.
That would be fantastic. I would be over the moon if that happened. Holy cow. But thank you. I actually didn't know that. So I am the one caught in the not knowing game.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
well, it could happen. I'm
Good.
just saying you heard it here first.
Yeah, I'm noting that down. If that happens, I'm citing you as my source.
Yeah, let's go.
Alrighty. Number 2, let's talk about everyone's favorite Visas archetype.
Oh, Kshatrila.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay, so the first 3 Kashtira monsters that we get to meet, Fenrir, Unicorn, and Ogre, are all named after mythical creatures. But when put together, they reference something a bit more out of this world. Do you know what that is?
Yes, it's Shrek.
Oh my god, how did you... Okay, you weren't supposed to... It was a trick question. Who leaked the answers?
Yeah, because the ogre is Shrek, the unicorn
Yeah.
is Donkey, and the
Uh-huh.
Fenrir is the big bad wolf in the grandmother's clothes.
Jesus. Okay. Well, I have to give you the point, but in the reality that's less based, they reference UFOs.
Oh,
Unicorn, Fenrir, Ogre, which is fitting because they are a spacefaring enterprise that go from planet to planet.
yeah, that is a worse answer. It definitely should
It,
have.
it
When are we getting the Shrek archetype, Konami? Get on
when,
it.
get over here, Konami. Work with Katzenberg. I know they're kind of, difficult, but this is the age of crossovers. Make it happen.
Yeah, they're
Don't
working
let
on Shrek 5 right now. There could be a tie-in release.
don't let Magic the Gathering take another franchise. I don't want to see universes beyond Shrek. It needs to be special pack Shrek's Advent, please. Oh, comments, please note your best Shrek pack name. I need to know what your ideas are so I can steal them all.
um, here's one.
Yeah.
Power Ogre Load.
Oh my god. Never mind. Chat, shut up. We found the good one.
Oh, and also, by the way, Riseheart is just Lord Farquaad.
Look, the tier player thinks he can send cards to the graveyard.
Everybody laugh.
Alrighty, question number 3. How about we take a look at possibly the Visas Lore's best boy?
Look at this dude looking like a bestial aluber up in his chair.
Well, connection? Huh? Thrones?
Oh, lore connection. They both sit in chairs. Crazy.
Oh my god, and they're both doing the foot on leg, kneeling hand to the side kind of deal.
They're the same person,
Hmm?
confirmed.
It must be.
This looks like a Fortnite loading screen art. It does.
When Visas travels between worlds, that little meteor thing is the battle bus.
Yeah, when are we getting the Scareclaw Lightheart back bling?
Come on. Once again, Epic, get on this. Yu-Gi-Oh's a marketable franchise.
Honestly,
Stop
like there's
ruining
so much they could be doing.
Honestly, stop ruining Peter Griffin's perfect body and get on this.
I will have to disagree with you. They definitely improved with
What?
Fortnite Peter.
Nah, no. It's just the same muscled body as all the rest of them. They ruined all of Peter's best curves, all of their physique, their mystique. It's horrifying.
I don't know. I think in
Mhm.
subsequent seasons of Family Guy, they should just use that character model instead. Hey Lois, remember the time I was in Fortnite?
they're gonna do that. Ain't no way they're not making that cutaway gag. Jeez. Okay, back on to something that's way less important to talk about. Yu-Gi-Oh lore. So, in the original Japanese, did you know that all the planets are actually numbered?
uh, I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
All right, well, let's see if any of that random information stuck with you. What planet number is Reichphobia?
Um, 3?
3. Ooh, close. 4th. A little to the
Okay.
left. Yeah, this is one of the things that I wish that they hadn't gotten rid of in localization, because there's a lot of stuff that the order of the planets ties into when it comes to identifying things about like the mythology it's based on. So just completely wiping that out was just a huge missed opportunity. And now I'm making that everyone else's problem.
Yeah. It does suck. Like some things are just like untranslatable though.
Yeah. It does, the alliteration does sound better to say instead of saying like fourth planet destruction Reichphobia.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm gonna be petulant about it anyway. Alrighty, and unfortunately, I made the answer to this one fourth, but I didn't make it the fourth question. This is the fourth one. So we've got a lot of people saying recently that we need to unban Kit Kalos. Like Tearlament's really strong right now, but a lot of reasons why it's good is because they have to play a lot of high rolly cards. And if they just brought Kitkalos back, the deck wouldn't be as bad if they banned some other stuff. But I hate to tell all of them this, but Kitkalos is actually like legal to play. In fact, she's actually just over there off screen. Hasher, can you call her over and so that we can come see her? But don't use her like other tier limit name. She's very sensitive about that.
Her other name?
Yeah. Like she had a phase where she was queen of the tier limits, but that's past right now, so we don't want to remind her of that lost glory.
I see. What is the new Kitkalos named?
Oh yeah, that's the real question when I'm not doing bits. Yeah, for sure.
King of the Swamp.
Once again, in a more based reality, that would be the answer. Currently, she has taken up residence as a new Monadium monster, Monadium Trisukta, part of Visas's little entourage to help fix the universe.
Oh, I had no idea. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't last very long because, time travel happens, but it's cool that she had a bit of a stint with that.
That is neat.
Yeah.
Trisukta.
Alrighty. Trisukta. Fun fact, she's named after one of the divine weapons of I believe I wrote it down here. I know I've got this. Shiva, the Trishula.
Just like that one guy from the other thing.
Exactly. So what I'm saying here is that instead of chalking this up to just cultural references, once again, this is an ice barrier card. Lore confirmed. I've cracked the code.
It's
Tell all your
all.
friends.
It's just it's just an Ouroboros of lore.
Oh please, come on! That's an evil swarm monster. Don't confuse people.
Well, that is part of the dual terminal lore, right? So, again,
Okay,
full circle.
Okay, I've been owned, simply. Alrighty, last one here. So we've got our new antagonist for the Visa stuff. We've got Vita Calarcanum. That's a rough name to say. Every time a monster on the field is destroyed while they're a pendulum spell, they gain 3 counters, and if you reach 12 counters, you can special summon it, which is some pretty arbitrary numbers. And I might have given the answer away because I didn't give an
answers on screen. Dang.
All right. Well, anyway,
that's okay. I've done that before. I've done that before. It's okay.
Okay. Do you want to like pretend that you didn't know and like give me like a really funny answer? Like maybe it's the Shrek effect. Maybe this is the Shrek movies.
What do Vita Calarcanum's counters represent?
Yeah.
And there's 12 of them. Well, there are also 12 Chaos Emeralds. It's
Exactly.
a Sonic lore tie-in. That's not even true, though.
All right. Yeah. So the Yuga cycle, the life and death cycle of the universes in Hindu mythology. There's 12 different ages, which are the Yugas, and each of those are split into 3 different sections.
Uh-huh.
So whenever you activate that effect 4 times, you get the 3 counters for each, and you get 12. So that was a pretty cool way to express that in card mechanics. And then when he's summoned, he resets the universe. So, that's fun.
I hate how he has, like, pecs and abs on his armor. He's built like a string bean under there.
Those aren't actually muscles. He's wearing a Spirit Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so there we go. That is, yeah, Hasher. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed.
I did. I really did enjoy this a lot. Thank you so much for putting this together. Oh, wait.
Oh,
hang on.
Oh, not again. Oh, son of a bitch. The Ojamas are back. God
Oh
damn it.
no, the
Oh, you're doing
Ojamas!
it again.
No.
Okay, Hasher, I'm sorry. I know you've got a schedule to maintain. I know you've got people to talk to, but we got to get these cleared out, or else we're never going to see the end of it. I need your help answering 5 more Ojama centric questions.
Well, I guess if we must.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Here's how it's gonna work. The Ojamas have infiltrated a lot of different lores, and we have talked about a lot of them previously. So not all of these are going to be them in different people's archetypes, but they do worm their way into other themes. So we're gonna go ahead and cover those really quickly. I'm gonna give you a quick summary about what's in the card art. I need you to tell me the name of the card that they feature in.
You got it.
All right. Number 1, it's time for a checkup. You may not know this, but Ojamas have a keen sense for science and have some of the best practicing physicians in the world, or so they say. Don't worry, the procedure won't hurt even a bit. We're just keeping your arms and legs tied down to the table for your comfort.
Oh, this one's great. This is Ojama Simulation.
That is correct. We're starting things off with the Chaz crossover cards that let them work with all the light union monsters, even though they don't show a single light union monster in all of this. Very, very missed opportunity.
Why is it always Ojama Yellow that's getting like just absolutely decimated in every card art that he's in?
Scientists and philosophers have been trying to figure that out for a long time because all 3 of the original Ojamas are heinous sins against reality, but I must suppose that Ojama Yellow has done something specific to the universe to cause these mishaps.
Yeah, maybe it's probably the dub voice that did it.
Oh, you know what? I oh, you would have summoned me so bad.
Oh
Alrighty.
my God. That was terrible. That was very good, but that was terrible. Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, you too. I think we could go to the dub companies and be like we can fill in for you.
Yeah, can we do
You're
a
a dummy, you
Yu-Gi-Oh!
guy.
GX Season 4 fan dub, please?
Please. Oh my gosh. All right, number 2. It's easy to get lost in the crowd, especially when flanked by so many famous companions. Rescue Rabbit, Vanilla, Manticore of Darkness. Every tri-type that's worth their salt is showing up here. So of course these gremlins had to be here.
Oh, shoot. Is this like I don't know if I've got the exact card name, but it's like the Big March of Animals or something like that?
I guess we'll depend. We'll let chat decide if that is correct. The art for this one is the Big Cattle Drive.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
They might. I was trying to look up that other one, but I couldn't find it. They might also be in that one. So we'll let the people in chat figure out if you either failed miserably or if I overlooked something, that is completely understandable. I can't be held at fault here.
God, feel bad for Harpy Queen.
Yeah, why does she have to put up with all this going on here? Just directly in the path of the Manthro Tro.
And someone else is getting hit with Ojama Black in the bottom right too.
Yeah, but they had the right idea. Get these jackasses out of here. We don't want to see them. All right, number 3, Zounds. Looks like that bag of sand wasn't enough to fool ancient mechanisms guarding this tomb. Oh well, Ojama Yellow may be doomed, but we've got to beat a swift retreat. This card's controller needs its normal monsters summoned right away, even if it does spell doom against all of these traps.
It's Painful Escape.
Painful Escape. Is that what we're gonna go with?
I think so. It's It's definitely Painful something. I think it's Painful Escape.
Oh, I have juked you. It is Treasure Panda.
Oh, really? I didn't even know Ojama Yellow was on here.
Look at him just smushed into oblivion.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Once again, a deserved fate for literally the universe's punching bag.
Yeah.
Alrighty, speaking of normal monsters, You don't mind if we send a few out for a dip, do you? Learning how to swim is one of life's most important skills. You never know what you'll find yourself stranded in a big body of water. Oh, and make sure you stock up on flotation rings just in case. You don't want to be stuck with one and deciding which one of your friends to save from imminent danger.
Okay, well, this one is painful decision.
That is correct. It is painful decision.
I love this one. This one's good. It's one of the few where Ojama Yellow is not the one getting owned.
That's true. He's not in like any physical danger himself, but he does have the trolley. I guess not the trolley problem is the right one to say here, but he does have to choose which one lives and which one dies. So, really, what's more threatening to one's moral code?
Well, that's I don't know if he's actually going to be able to save either of them, because all he's doing in this card art is throwing one of them a lifesaver ring, which in this situation I kind of don't actually think really helps.
That's fair. The flotation ring would probably like go against their them trying to swim as fast as possible to shore. And even if it has like a rope attached to it, I don't think Ojama Yellow was pulling anything well with those tiny little noodle arms.
Yeah.
But then that's even worse because now, when attempting to do good, they've doomed one of their companions.
Yeah.
Truly, Ojama Yellow's existence is nothing but pain. Thank God.
It's a like a mental owning, I guess.
Absolutely. All right, last one. Then we're finally done with this. And we're going way back for this one. Really old card.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Ooh, sorry. I actually just got this installed. You understand, right? My opponent kept summoning Nightmare Corruptor Ibly to my field, and if they're gonna give me monsters, I'd like them to at least have a little more attack power, you know? How about you get some gains? I think maybe a little more than 4 digits will do, and then you can come right back.
Uh huh. What could this possibly be? I just got that installed. Um Opponent kept summoning Ibly to my field. And if they're gonna give me monsters, I'd like them to have a little more attack. Is this is this like Oja Muscle? That's a pretty old card.
It is a pretty old card. It does give something attack points. That is true.
I can't think of what else this could be.
The card that is being referenced here is the continuous spell card Floodgate Power Filter, a card that keeps both players from special summoning monsters with 1,000 or less attack.
I guess that would counter Ibly.
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying, I'd rather have like a kaiju if they're gonna just hand me stuff.
Yeah, true. Yeah. If you're gonna gift me a monster, at least let me have some like attacking potential.
Please. Okay, now that does it. Thank you so much. We've gotten rid of the Ojama infestation. Hasher, thank you so much for allowing me to come on here and make just the most brutal quiz anyone has ever seen.
No, thank you for coming. That was super cool of you. I guess I just got one question. How did I do?
Well, I'm going through here and I'm checking all my marks. We had a total of 30 questions. That's one, two. I'm gonna count off the misses here. One, two. That's three. Chat, stall for me. Stall for me right now.
Yeah, everyone, clap for Nova. Let's go.
What? No, you were the one performing. Clap for Hasher.
What? No, it was a team effort. It wasn't.
Okay,
it wasn't just one of us.
That's true. Round of you want to do an encore? Should we run through this again one more time just to give the people what they want?
We'll do one final question. What will be the extra deck summoning mechanic of choice for the Shrek archetype?
Clearly they are going to be doing ever after summoning.
Oh, okay, a new one. All right, yeah, that
Yeah,
that
new
probably
mechanic.
that probably fits. Yeah.
It lets you store monsters in the ever after zone, and then whenever you lose, those monsters are perpetual between games, so you get to summon them out next game.
Oh, like that makes so much sense because you know how like when people say like, oh, if you don't use a card, like you're just saving it for next game. They're gonna turn that into a mechanic. Awesome.
Yeah, once again, they've listened to us. I mean, they should listen to better things that we want them to do, but now they have a whole new confusing summoning mechanic. And then it can ruin the game too.
Hooray!
Okay, final tally here. You got 22 out of 30 correct. So good job on your B plus.
Nice. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I think like I don't think there was any questions that I felt like embarrassed to get wrong. You know what I mean? Like at least the only dino question that I got wrong was about dino wrestlers, which no one knows about for real. Let's come on. Don't lie to me, chat. You didn't know the answer. No one does.
Yeah, no info about dino wrestlers or biology.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely the ones that were because I like the format where like the fifth answer out of all of them is some kind of either really obscure or some kind of real life reference. But I don't think anyone can blame you for not knowing peptides off the top of your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, I think I made an educated guess. You know, peptide, Pepto Bismol. I don't know.
no, yeah, I can see that. You can put some pep in your step.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you did really good. You got a lot of the stuff, even some things that were not generally known. So good job. Excellent work.
Awesome.
I'm proud to count you among the lore aficionados of our community.
Hell yeah. You hear that, chat? I'm a aficionado, whatever that is.
Get this boy some water because he's a fish in auto.
Is that a Xenoblade reference? A fish monado?
I'm fighting now, baby.
Hit the yoinky sploinky now!
I can see it. He's hitting the griddy. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Before I devolve into acapella versioning, they will know our name. Thank you again for inviting me on, and I will see you later. Good luck with the rest of your subathon, dude.
Yeah, thank you so much. And absolutely, anytime, I'm like, every time we've done something together, it's absolutely banged. So I knew that this one would too.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you go. Everyone say bye, Golden Nova in the chat.
Bye, Golden Nova in the chat.
Bye. See you next time.